Hey, what's up? Yeah. Alright, let's go. What's up? Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Alright. So it's time for us to talk about Tulsi and say what's up, yeah? Oh my goodness. Alright. So hold on a second, yeah? Alright, so let's get to the business. Let's talk about. Uh, Now, the thing is that lately Tulsi's made some moves that have been quite discouraging. And I'm going to tell you the truth, honestly, my support for Tulsi has faded by this time, right? Yeah. But I do have a certain amount of expertise in this particular field, and I do think that this is important enough to, for analysis, right? So I hope other people are also making the same level of analyses with their own candidates, whatever, yeah. Anyways, lately there's been a lot of activity. Let's take a look over here, right? Oh, let me actually show you this. Okay, so you can see over here, this is my actually, there's something I've been noticing over here, so let's take a look. Okay, something's going on right now. So the fact of the matter is that you could see my emails right here. You could see that back in the day, right, she would send something November 1st, then she wouldn't send something until like the end of the month, and there would be a little spurt right there, 23, 24, 28, right? Yeah. Around December, I would expect maybe asking for money. Really don't remember that happening. Yeah. That was one of the cool things about her. She gave money back, things like that, right? But she's really, we'll get to the criticism later, but let's take a look at what's actually going on and really try to understand. Like, by seeing the movements here, we can try to, like, make some interpretations for what's going on in the background and also understand the political game at large and the place within it, right? So let's take a look. So in December, right, yeah, we had, I sent her some emails regarding Nick Brana, right, yeah. That's interesting, but there was this thing called the Independence Summit, and you can see that I actually emailed, right, Libertarian Party people to Vanguard blog, Status Quo. You can see they're not reporting on any of this. Okay, people say, "Oh, Status Quo, oh, Vanguard, they're the voice of the opposition." They're one voice, and but they're definitively, right, excluding all, right. Look, this is just the beginning. I have so many more. Yeah. Okay. CRISPR Life. I think that's actually the organizer for the Independence Summit. So here shows the problems with Nick Brana, but there's no acknowledgement of that. But whatever. So going over again, right, in November there's like 2-3 emails with the concentration at the end. In December there's Christmas, right? We got one. Diwali, right? Yeah, Diwali is another holiday that Tulsi used to openly celebrate. I didn't see that this year. Interesting, right? Yeah, might not go as well with the Republican audience. It's interesting, yeah? Quite interesting. Here we see January 20. Okay, so in January, right, we have then we start to see a little spurt here, right? 24, 26, 29. Okay, this is not that. Okay. 24, right? Education is in 26. And then we have a little pause until the February 8th, right? But lately, okay, what's going on is you see that there's one like every freaking day, right? You see like there's one ever since the 19th, 18th, 17th, 16th. Ever since the 16th, it's been a daily. No, not the 16th. Oh, yeah, Supreme from Wu-Tang leaves Rage Against the War Machine event. Yeah, nobody's reporting on that either. Yeah. Okay, anyways. So on the 19th, right, we have Tulsi here, 2019. 20, right, we have World War III, 21, World War III, 22, East Palestine and Ohio, right? And now we're getting daily emails. Something's up, right? The pressure is on. And I remember back in the day, right, like, I would be on her live stream and I'd be like, "Yo, like, what do you guys have to call for?" And she would not want anybody to do any activism whatsoever. Her only call to action was, "Watch me when I'm on Fox News." And if you want to, I actually let my expiration from Tulsi locals expire. Let me know if you guys want me to actually sign up for an account here and show that to you. I can. But I actually prefer if you do it yourself, right? It's, oh shit, maybe I can go take a look right now. I wonder how much history we have here. Look, that's a while ago, yeah? But let's take a look at what's going on recently, and also I'll tell you what I think is going on right now. So the thing is that the third party movement, right? A lot of people are very enthusiastic about third parties and stuff, which I am, right? As a, you know, once you have a duopoly, you have like one, you only have to corrupt two things, and then there's no out. And if you take a look at this right to repair legislation that was passed in New York, you see how its legs were cut out like at the very last moment. So I'm used to like having disappointing experiences dealing with Democrats and Republicans. Not that they all are, but it's very common. Yeah, the average person is thrust aside for the interests of industry, the media, or powerful people with money. Yeah. So okay, let's go back to looking at Tulsi over here, and let's go to locals. Okay, it's my theory that Tulsi's trying to gather support to make a vice presidential bid, either under Trump or DeSantis, right? So the thing is that when you look online, because I've looked online, actually, let me see if I could find. Let's just Google. Let's just see if there's a what the response would be for that, right? I think Tulsi's making her play because right now you can see that she's actually pushing hard for some type of recognition. She went to do the Rage Against the War Machine event, right? And before, she was not doing anything with Nick Brana, right? Or the whole MCSC crew. They also have Rockfin. They got all these other things. Even now, she's still promoting Odyssey, as in terms of being an alternate platform instead of Rumble. Maybe that's for optics. Who knows? We're gonna take a look. Okay, so let me type in Tulsi Trump. Okay, Trump shouldn't pick Tulsi Gabbard as next VP. Okay, yeah. Donald Trump has the blood of Kurds on his hands, but so do politicians in our country from both parties. Okay, so she may be trying to ease her way in. She's said some things bad about Trump, so during her own presidential run, that'll make things complicated. But I remember Trump has said, because I watched the things, and Trump was saying like, yeah, Tulsi Gabbard is the best one out of all the Dems, stuff like that. So there's still like a possibility for that ticket to exist. But there could be some issues. I think it'll be easier for her, I think, to get with DeSantis, and I think DeSantis has a lot of stuff mounting up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See. Yeah. I think this is happening. So right now, right, you see that people are declaring for president, like such as the person from South Carolina, a very important electoral state, and sure they stand for you a couple of weeks, but they hate you on everything else. Okay. That's true. Yeah. The Democrats. Yeah. She may feel forced into this move, but I'm telling you that she's not really. And Yang did the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to say that these elites, right, they're not talking to people on the ground. Maybe they feel disappointed by the results they were able to attain without the money and the corruption. And they just stopped talking to people, yeah. So, okay, let's see. So people weren't being considered. Elise Stefanik, okay. And Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tulsi Gabbard, right? Yeah, so I think she's making a play to really boost her numbers and to be more presentable for a Trump presidency, because I don't think she's getting it on the Democrat side, right? They cut her from the convention, all these other things in historical ways. But I'm not here to really talk about that so much. I'm really here to examine, right, locals, and to really dip into where is Tulsi going, other things within the community that other people don't really know about, right? Like I said, I do have a good amount of expertise in this particular genre, right? You could get your news from Jimmy Dore or Nico House, right? Yeah, they're not here interacting with this community, and they haven't been from day one. And you can go back and check the receipts. Yeah? Go ahead. Tulsi, start deleting my shit now. Go ahead, yeah? I still have some documentation of those things. It's hilarious. I know who Nan Chiantic is. I know who Tarot Man is, right? There's certain people who I will recognize from these things that other creators or other, people who are examining these things cannot know, because they weren't here. They have no idea. So one of the things about you can see over here is that these posts over here are getting, right, the interaction here is quite low. Let's see how many they get per day. This was, okay. When was it posted? There's no information on when it was. Oh, Feb 26, okay. So that's still today. Today, 26, 26. 26. How long until we get to 25th? Is it the whole page here? That's not bad. Okay, so 4 or 5 posts, maybe 6, 7. That's not bad. Then we have 25th. Okay. So we see that the interaction here, right? 5 likes. There are some rare things like when Tulsi posts or this guy Barry John Fox posts specifically, right? There's certain people who post that can get a lot of looks, right? And the thing is that you'll see that the majority of posts, and I encourage anybody, right? People who are thinking about having Tulsi as a vice president or whatever, right? It's good for you to understand the base that she's pulling from and what's there. So the thing is that there is some political talk over here, right? Tara, I think, is from Australia, actually, not actually from the United States. It's quite interesting. A lot of Tulsi's support is actually from overseas, and you'll actually see one thing that I also want to point out is, okay, let's go to the analyzer. Okay, yeah. And you'll see that even though people say Tulsi's always with Russia, right? One thing that they don't really actually ever, one thing that I've noticed constantly is that really Tulsi's has a lot of stuff going on with, what is it? With India. A lot. Let's see if they have any, traffic from... What? India came off the map? Yo, that's France? What is this? That's real weird. That's super... Okay, let me try the Tulsi locals. Like, yo, seriously, yeah? I'm 100% sure about this. It's been like that way for years. India has always been a heavy player in the Tulsi Gabbard market. Now they're 0? Or very small? Not even registering? That's super weird. Interesting to see these things going on. Okay, we're gonna have Civil Beat. I know they do a lot of stories on Tulsi. Okay, let's go check it out. Okay, let's go take a look at locals. What's the website again here? Okay, let's see how that one's doing. Right, that's really where the support is supposed to be gathering, right? There's no real Slack or any real activist activity going on. All the activists... Oh, yo, look at that right there, right? Yeah, at locals, like, what did I say, right? Yeah? 63% are coming from India? That seemed a little weird, right? You're dead serious, yeah? That's on the locals. That's the one where the users are interacting with Tulsi. Not Russia. Maybe Russia through... Who knows, yeah, but this has been for a long time. I would expect something to pop up from Russia. No, India's a big player and invested in Tulsi's success for some reason and for somehow, some way. No joke. The fact of France becoming interested is actually quite interesting. Actually, when I was working her campaign in New Hampshire, there was actually people coming in from South Africa, stuff like that, right? Just weird countries, right? Like, there's a very international flavor of support that is interesting, right? I actually went to Grenada and I actually got involved with one of the elections over there because I just want to know what's going on. I'm interested in this type of stuff, right? But I was removed from the country. That's another story, yeah. But this is quite interesting. Okay. Let's go back to Tulsi locals and see what's going on here, as in terms of the interaction here. We can see is Caraman's been a regular since the very beginning. Barry John is a relatively newer. He's been around, but he wasn't really a common poster. Beachbody semifinalist, white guy, loves guitar, hit trainer. This is really what Tulsi's kind of the kind of guy that Tulsi likes. He's from UK. Interesting. Okay. Tulsi does have a type. That's okay, but you can start to recognize it and see what's going on, right? The reason why, look, I can't see the posts. For this one to have 22 interactions for a non-Tulsi post, I'm pretty sure that at some point Tulsi interacted here. Or it's very strange, right? Let's go take a look again. You want to look at things that go outside of the norm, right? So here we see 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Respected, known. Even Tulsi herself appears here, right? Yeah. in this Rage Against the War Machine rally, which is hugely problematic, but that's another thing. And 2-0, right? Very low numbers. 0-0, 1-1. But actually, right, in this particular group, which I'm going to get to other things later, but you could see that posts about, you know, stuff like this, actually like beach pictures and stuff like that, or pictures of someone surfing and stuff, actually do much better as in terms of response rates than actual like people trying to address issues, right? Like Tarot Man, okay, 3 likes, right? Yeah, an issue. You would think that political people are issues based, but you know what? There's a lot of lifestyle, you know, that's attracted here, right? Lab grown meat. Okay, this MCD is someone I recognize from way back. They've been there probably from the beginning as well. Low interaction. Right, tabs Tulsi, maybe Tulsi responded. But let's go take a look. If we go to an intervention, we'll see when Tulsi actually yourself posts 3-2, right? You can't touch this, okay. So, Chris Bradley, who's this guy? Once again, right, we can see this is Tulsi's type, right? Yeah? Tulsi does like white guys. It's just a fact. You'll see it, right? Hey, maybe I'm lying, maybe I'm not. Look for yourself, yeah? Okay. That's okay to like white guys, yeah, but to replace us, that's the problem, right? When we get replaced. Okay, so here he only has 6 and 1, right? But you do see that, right? Once again, like I said before, Barry does have a higher level of interaction. Where is... Okay. This one was a popular event, I guess. Hammy's dead. Okay. I also know some people that are affiliated with the LaRouche thing. John McCarthy definitely is. I'm not sure if he's here. And by looking more closely, I can start to see like the messaging similarities and if there is a tie there, right? It would make sense why Tarot Man, being from Australia, would be more concerned about the Taiwan situation. So, all right, Shannon Mercer. I do know Shannon Mercer. Been a long time Tulsi support. I know this whole community. So, you know, I'm not as, you know, the leader is important, but the community is actually more important, right? Like Yang said, it's not about me, it's about the Yang gang, right? Super Saiyan 3, he's always likes to post music videos. He's getting more likes now, okay? He was pretty much ignored for a long time. He'll put 2 or 3 music videos up. That was his style, right? Okay, Shannon Mercer, once again, very well known. I can't see the post though myself. Heidi H, right? Yeah, very there from day one. Also, right? Yeah. There's an interaction where I'm complaining about Tulsi and Heidi tries to say some comforting things, and I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay, should I stay or should I go? Okay, so there's kind of like I stopped posting here. I stopped because the thing is that, okay, now let me talk about the other pieces. Here you can see there's some other channels here, such as Healing Thoughts, such as the Duran. Okay, this is Brian Fouché, and actually I have an interview with him on my channel, and you'll see that he actually he's from DC. So actually I was looking for him right in the footage of the Rage Against the War Machine rally. I did not see him at all. Right, I know that he's also still been going to support the Assange stuff. He is actually a true believer, I believe, right? Yeah, who knows, right? Being in DC, anybody could be an agent, but you could see that he started his own group, which really did not get any, you know, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I kind of like walked away from locals. But, you know, I'm still part of his group, so he stopped posting, I guess, in 21, maybe? Yeah, in May 21. So, yeah, he stopped posting, and I get it. You know, he had a daily, I guess he posted a daily thing, and there just wasn't any interest. Brian Fouché, I'd say, is like a true believer, but once again, right, Brian Fouché, you know, he's a white guy, that's cool. You'd think she would be with him, but he's too, like, he's too out there for Tulsi, I guess. Suffered cardiac arrest during a bike race. He's been hospitalized, went to hospital, gave drugs, back out for almost 2 weeks, and came to locked in solitary confinement in the jail. Oh, that's crazy. But he worked at the Census Bureau and teaches yoga and meditation, right? So you can see where there's some lineup there. It is what it is. Yeah, look, I like Fouché. So that's talking about, now let's talk about the Duran. So the thing is that in Tulsi's group, and I would have to scroll back quite some ways. Okay, let's see. Most like trending, oldest. Okay. Oh, we could go to the oldest. Interesting. Oh, okay. The very first one is interesting. I want to go to anti-war misfit. Yeah, she named her daughter Tulsi. I do not see her really posted on here, right? And you can see that the interest was higher back then. So a lot of people got pissed off about the non-political stuff going on because people joined this group because they were politically minded, right? And there was a lot of frustration. And that's where the Duran came in. The Duran kind of, right, you could see over here, there's more of a focus on political stuff. And the Duran has had some interactions with Tulsi, actually, and I think maybe even the Door ecosystem. 00s, okay, that's interesting. 00s, 10. So we see the numbers here. The number at the top was ridiculously high, though. Maybe it was pasted in. 557. Maybe this one is are these things pinned or something? Why is this one doing so fantastically well while these other ones are doing nothing? Are they are pinned. Okay, there's pinned, right? They're pinned, so they're always on top. That makes sense. Are they? Wait. This one is pinned. Okay. But if it's not pinned yet, then it's not getting all these views. So these things have been sitting there. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Interesting. Maybe, is this guy the Duran? He's wearing a Duran shirt, right? So I'll try to hit him up and get on his show. This is interesting. But yeah, I think this guy was frustrated at the lack of activity going on in the Tulsi circle. So just another interesting thing to note. So there's some kind of hot activity going on in the Tulsi land. I don't think this is deniable. And yeah, this guy was also running for. Actually, I had exclusive. This guy was running for a position, right? But Tulsi never backed him, just like she never backed up Jeff Young, another fierce anti-war candidate, right? He was a candidate for California State Senate, right? Hawaii's next to California, and he was a strong advocate. But yeah. What happened to Eileen Tepper? Ooh, she's here. Is she still a part of this group? She added a mustache. That's funny. Yeah, she's from New York. Okay, so she's in this community. Interesting. She does not post, though. She is actually... I saw her at the recent Assange thing. I know she's a huge Tulsi fan. Max Peck from New York as well, yeah. Look, these people... I know these people. It's just... So, just with that knowledge, my commentary on what's going on here is actually... My perspective is just... yeah, I'm one of the earliest ones. Yeah, we passed us political laws back on base. They now allow for equal speaking time. And, I think that actually, this is one time where Tulsi did acknowledge me way back in the day. Wait. Whatever. But it wasn't able to take off, so I can't be mad, right? If Human American, okay. It's obviously not really between 84, Poland. So even back then, from 2021, there's discussion going on the Unity panel. Okay. Brett Weinstein. So the Unity ticket, I do know about the Unity ticket, yeah. I also talked about that, and I think that the Tulsi group also did acknowledge that, they knew that the Brett Weinstein was on Yang's side, and the staff, they actually got rid of Tulsi supporters, like myself, for the Unity ticket. They didn't want us involved because they wanted Yang to win. It was never a fair fight, but she won anyways. Alan Myron, yeah, he made a lot of... So anyways, I just think that this is quite interesting to look at and to see the development of some things going on. Yeah? Every day we're getting new emails here. Are we going to get one today? I wonder, yeah? But there's been a daily, something's up. So if I'm going to check the chat right now, see if anybody's in there, right? And I'm interested what you guys have to, right? Right? I don't know everything, right? I do have a lot more knowledge than most on this topic, but people might be aware of things in other realms. So let's take a look. So is anybody in the chat? New emails. Okay. Are we going to get one today? So right now is the time. If you have anything you want to say in the chat, you could ask questions or ask me to go take a look into something. But otherwise, I just want to. I think this is significant. right? Every day there's an email coming out. Some things. This is a hot time for people are already starting to declare for presidential campaigns and stuff. Stuff is happening right now, and people are making their plays. So you could ask questions or ask me to go take a look into something. All right, so there's no real two people watching. Who knows who's watching? I don't know, but I guess that's it. I'm just gonna end it here. I'm quite interested to see what's going on, and we'll be following this story. Let's see what's up. Oh, one thing I just want to shout out, my man Chris Leon Johnson. Hopefully he's coming on soon. We have something scheduled for later today. All right, peace.